Hello, Saline High School. I'm Rae Woody here with CJ Slotten. Today's episode features another spotlight on one of Saline's many talented students, a preview on Mr. Darling's 2011 England trip, and the well-worried weather for this year's prom.
That's right. We're back with another episode of SHS Today.
Looking forward to summer trips, Jake Bogaski went out to get the inside scoop on Mr. Darling's 2011 trip to England. Let's take a look.
Double-decker buses, fish and chips, the Queen, and Saline High students, all of these things can only mean one thing, a trip to England. In the summer of 2011, students will embark on a trip to England. The trip, headed by English teacher Mr. Darling, has been highly anticipated by many students. I asked future tourist Tom Giles what he was looking forward to most about the England trip.
Personally, I've always found England and Britain pretty cool. I'm looking forward to getting out of the country after graduation, so that should be pretty cool.
The trip to England is open to current sophomores and juniors. The trip would last 9 days, and the former students can only talk good about the experience. I asked Tom if he would recommend the trip to other students and what his thoughts were about the upcoming expedition.
Well, I had a bunch of friends that went on the first England trip with Mr. Darling. They loved it, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to go on that. So getting out of the States, I guess, will be one thing, but I get to go in London. So when all you guys are stuck in Saline, I'll be in London. So, yeah.
A meeting for parents and students with additional information will be held on Wednesday, May 5th at 5 p.m. in room C335. This meeting is mandatory for those who are already registered for the trip. The upcoming England trip looks to be a great time. Remember to see Mr. Darling for more information. Back to you, studio.
I've never been to England, but that sounds like a great experience. Remember, there is a mandatory meeting on May 5th. But before we jump into summertime, let's talk about our spring weather for tomorrow night's prom. There will be a high of 75 degrees and a low of 60 degrees, so ladies, you might want to bring a jacket. For all of you photographers out there, the sun will be setting at 8:34 p.m. There's a 30% chance of rain, but that also means there's a 70% chance that it won't rain. But I'd bring an umbrella just in case. And as far as hair goes, there will be 60% humidity and 60-mile-per-hour winds, so you might want to break out your Aquanet hairspray this time. That's your forecast for this Saturday night. Lucky for us, we don't have to worry about prom yet because we're still sophomores.
Yeah, well, I don't have enough money anyway. You have seen students walking around with white painted faces. It was for Grim Reaper Day. Each year, the students in SAD participate in a day of silence to raise awareness about drinking and driving at prom. The Grim Reaper comes into classrooms around the school to let students know that their time is up. The students then return to class dead and are silent for the rest of the day. They symbolize the people who lose their lives each year from alcohol-related car accidents. By drinking and driving, you put yourself and your peers in danger. Please remember to be smart this Saturday night.
On the weekend of April 16th, 33 participants were sent to Lansing for a SkillsUSA state competition. Saline placed medal winners in automotive, photography, and automotive manufacturing competitions. Allison Farron has qualified to attend the national contest in Kansas City this June by winning the state photography contest. Congratulations to her and all of those who participated. On Wednesday, Andy Michalak and Ryan Hastings won the State Ford AAA Student Auto Skills Competition. After qualifying for the state meet, they beat 9 other two-person teams and will now be heading to nationals in Dearborn, Michigan on June 15th.
Man, we're on a competitive roll. It's obvious Saline is filled with talented people, and oftentimes on SHS Today, we share those people with you on our series, The Student Spotlight. Today we will be spotlighting Kathryn Wong. Noelle Jacobs and Nick Castor decided to find out more about her accomplishments.
I'm interested in a lot of things. I love music. I've been passionate about music all my life. I've grown up in an environment where music is a huge component of my life. I played violin for a long time, and I've been playing piano for the past 7 or 8 years. I teach 10 children how to play piano, and it's been a really amazing joy in my life. The Haiti earthquake was really devastating for me and my family because we have really close family friends who were living in Port-au-Prince at the time of the earthquake. It was also really impacted my family and myself because we have close family friends living here in Michigan who were in the process of adopting a 13-year-old girl. The U.S. State Department was being really unhelpful in granting humanitarian parole for Haitian orphans who were in the process of being adopted. And so Katie, my friend, and I headed a petition requesting that the U.S. State Department grant humanitarian parole for all Haitian orphans who had been referred to American Families for Adoption. We gathered about almost 1,500 signatures, and Congressman Mark Schauer heard about our efforts and he requested to meet us in person so that we could hand deliver a hard copy of the petition to him. My mom and I are planning on hopefully co-authoring a book. It would be published before I graduate from high school, and it would be about Donaldina Cameron's tremendous efforts to end the slave trade, and we would also incorporate information about modern-day slavery, modern-day abolitionists, and what students and people really of all ages and generations can be doing about modern-day slavery.
Wow, she's only 16 and already writing a book. If you are interested in being a part of our series, stop by Mr. Bush's room to pick up an application form.
And the results of our student music survey are in. Tune in 2 weeks from now and find out the results. That's all for this episode of SHS Today. Remember to have a great time at prom, be safe, and enjoy a colorful night full of glitz.